Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. Since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault. Look at me. I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live with that kind of.
All right, folks. Today we're diving into one of the wildest courtroom moments you'll ever see. Judge Furr, known for his zero-tolerance, no-nonsense attitude, goes head-to-head with a man who's been wreaking havoc on society since the age of 14. This guy's criminal record? It reads like a greatest hits album of bad decisions. Domestic assault, stalking, harassment, forgery, you name it. If making terrible choices was an Olympic sport, this man would have taken gold years ago. But here's the twist. This isn't one of those soft courtroom moments where the judge sighs and says, "Let's hope you change."
And will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
On or about September 19, 2024, an officer conducted a follow-up in regards to an assault on a family case. Upon further investigation, the officer made contact with the complaining witness, who reported that the defendant had been harassing her since September 18, 2024, by sending her videos, voicemails, and text messages containing horrible remarks, approximately 50 to 60 messages in total. In the voicemails, the defendant curses at her, asking, "Where are you? Why the fuck aren't you at work?" and calling her various names. Additionally, the complainant showed the officer text messages of the defendant telling the complaining witness, "Kill yourself and I want to watch you suffocate, and your family hates you." The complaining witness indicated that the continual harassment is making her fear him even more. Complaining witness was able to give officers the defendant's identifying information and positively identify the defendant as a person who has been harassing her.
I see that he has also picked up a felony assault against this complaining witness as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What happened in that one? And I'm assuming it's the same date as this one. So I'm assuming it's out of the same transaction.
I'm not sure. So it says that I don't believe so. It says that on 18th in Harris County, officers were dispatched to an assault. The complaining witness advised that the defendant came home upset about socks not being in the closet. The defendant punched the complaining witness with a closed fist on her foot twice on her right thigh and twice on her left thigh, causing pain. The complaining witness advised that the defendant grabbed her by the arm and forcibly shoved her out of the house, throwing her on the porch. She advised that she felt pain, and she advised that this has been an ongoing issue for the past 2 years. The officers observed purple and green bruises on her arm, foot, and her legs. The bruises were green, purple, and red and of significant size.
Is there a no contact order in this case?
Judge, who's the defendant?
This is Mr. Fritter. He hasn't harassed, Mr. Fritter, let me tell you something now. You scare me. And you scare me something good. You have, since 14, assault, trespass, deadly conduct, assault, DWI, forgery, and now a harassment and a felony assault.
Judge, there has been a note filed, but there is no protective order in this case.
Is there no contact in the felony case whatsoever?
I'm checking the bond conditions. It's no threatening or harassing at this time. Would ask if that be a no contact in this court, Judge.
I don't see that the rip has been.
Are you Miss Lisco?
Yes, sir.
That's Miss Lisco right there. Come up, ma'am. Come up. I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now, Mr. Fritter. I want to protect you as much as I can. No one has to have this kind of treatment whatsoever for any reason. And I will do everything in my power to protect you. All I need you to do is tell me. All I need is please give me the word. Mr. Fritter, look at me. You so much. One, I'm. Can you imagine what life is like when someone has to walk on eggshells because they have the fear that if they make someone mad in the smallest respect of having socks not in the damn drawer, they're liable to get a beating? Can you imagine what life is like to live with that kind of fear? You're going to live it with me now, because one false move, I'm going to make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. But no one, and I mean no one, should have to live.
Oh no. You can see it in Judge Furr's eyes. He's about to make an example out of this man. As the judge lays out the facts, one by one, you can feel the air get heavier. The courtroom is dead silent. Every excuse the defendant tries to offer is met with firm, unshakable authority, and the defendant, he can barely meet the judge's gaze. It's obvious. He's ashamed. And he should be. This is a man who stalked, harassed, and physically assaulted his girlfriend, again and again. She had the courage to sit in that courtroom, face him, and tell the truth. Imagine the strength it takes to testify against the person who's hurt you, someone you once trusted, while he sits just feet away. The judge doesn't hold back. He tells the man exactly how it is. You scare me. You've been violent since you were 14.
Communication whatsoever. You're not supposed to have any, you will not have any threatening or harassing contact. What is threatening or harassing doesn't matter what you think is threatening or harassing. It's what she perceives. So if I go like this, is that threatening or harassing? It most certainly is. And it's enough for me to put you in jail and make your bond $150,000, maybe 50, maybe 20. But I will do, Mr. Fritter, I will do everything in my power to protect every single person of this county. And I don't care if you're kicking, screaming, crying because you go to jail and don't have anyone to bond you out. And I'm going to drug test him like crazy to make sure that he's not using alcohol or dope. In fact, I mean, I'm going to test him 2 times a week. I mean, I'm setting him now because I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. And then we'll go from there.
Judge, he will come back to positive, but that's prior use from.
What were you going to test positive for, Mr. Fretter?
Marijuana.
Okay.
And ketamine, and probably some other stuff that could have been in the ketamine.
These are your bond conditions that are going to apply to you now. And if you fail to live up to these bond conditions, I'm just going to let you know. That's it. You will appear to me here 2 times a week to take drug tests. And if I find anything is in your system, and I don't care what it is, I'm going to lock you up. You're ordered not to use any kind of dope or alcohol. And if you can't get this monkey off your back, because I am now giving you the opportunity to do it on your own. If you're incapable of doing it on your own, then I'm going to do it for you. Do you understand? No dope, no alcohol. And when I mean no alcohol from any source. No isopropyl alcohol, cakes, candies, foods, gums, energy drinks, tequila lollipops, hair dye. I've heard it all, and I don't care. You come to me test positive, you'll stay with me. I also want you 3 times a week to do anger management classes so that we can deal with the anger issues. Look at me. 3 times a week. And I want a piece of paper showing me that you've done it, the date, time, location of where you've done it, so that I can verify that you've done it. And if you don't do it, you will stay with me. You now have the opportunity to address these things on your own. If you don't, you will be doing it with me. And if I get one breath that she's been mistreated in any way, shape, or fashion? Holy freaking.
Teen. One false move, and I'll make your bond so high your head will spontaneously combust. Here's what this guy did. In one incident, he flipped out over socks not being in the closet and responded by punching his girlfriend multiple times, in the legs, the foot, the thigh, before shoving her out the door and onto the porch. Had bruises, green, purple, and red, visible signs of pain and trauma. He didn't stop there. He sent her dozens of abusive texts and voicemails. In one message, he told her to kill herself and that her family hates her. Can you imagine living with that kind of fear? Walking on eggshells every single day, just hoping a pair of socks won't get you beaten. Judge Fair made it crystal clear. No one should have to live in fear like that, and I'll do everything in my power to protect her. Judge Fair didn't just set bond. He gave this man a warning that echoed through the courtroom like thunder. This is your last shot. Slip. Up once, and I promise you won't like what comes next.